Hello, 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 hello. How's it going? I have had a very, very busy weekend, or week rather. Definitely work on the weekend. It was one of those things which was like a bunch of work all at once. I mentioned at the end of my last stream I was helping out with a local event. The event used to be called it's called the Symposium. It used to be called the Crop Circle Conference. It's basically just one of those things where you have the town hall set up, there's a speaker at the front, like 100,000 fucking chairs. It's not 100,000 fucking chairs. It's something like, I think it's like 150 or something like that. And people come in just to listen to speakers go waffle on over and over and over again for like a 3-day weekend. And you listen to some interesting stuff. Originally, I was going to be on the cameras. That's what I said in the last stream. They actually ended up having to change the plan last minute because the guy who was sorting out the cameras had he got himself a new toy, which is like an automatic camera aimer he could control, like a remote control, so he could point the camera wherever he wanted remotely. So I ended up being put on audio actually. I was because the whole event is streamed to it's like a custom platform. I ended up, and it's one of those things you have to pay to get, so don't you can't just click on it, don't worry. But I ended up controlling all the audio for the stream, just making sure all the microphones were going, which ones were going where and when, blah 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 blah. A lot of fun. A lot of work there, because when I'm not working the microphones, I'm one of the more manual labor kind of person. There's a bunch of curtains and such, and banners set up. We have to literally build scaffolding in the hall and set it up so that we can actually put things up, and the scaffolding's really scary. It's well made, but it's still not a fun job. It's a lot of work, Alright, but I'll talk more about that in a bit, because there is some fun stuff that goes on. But now let's talk about Shantae a bit. Obviously I haven't played Shantae in a week, so I have no idea really what the fuck I was doing last time. I remember something about rescuing sexy volcano babes who then dropped themselves into a volcano and became skeletons. That was fun. You can see my money on the top right. I did do a bunch of grinding for cash. Turns out it doesn't take that long to fully max out your wallet, genuinely. Show you what I did. I went to Niagara Cliffs. To grind for cash. The Niagara dropped the most money at once, but they're actually not the best way to get money. The best way to get money was to keep going over here. Ignore you. Kill this bitch. It's these things. They drop just random shit. They occasionally drop the single monies, but they respawn infinitely. And if I activate an item, the greed pot, you can see the greed pot also gives me a bunch of money. And so it just starts pumping me with money. Plus they occasionally drop the magic as well, so that I get more refills. And you can see, like, even in just that, just like less than a minute, and I already got like 30 fucking things. 30 gems or whatever they're called. So yeah, it did not take long at all to grind, to max out my wallet. That was actually a pretty quick job. I also took the time to buy, I've maxed out my potions as well. Didn't get anything else though, I don't think. Because they didn't just like get everything. I think that'd be a bit cheap to do all that at once. No, not you. Rotty Tops, how's it going? Get bargains from Rotty over your dead body. I got a full pack of those. Oh, and obviously you've run out of magic for the pot. Because you earn so much money, you can just buy magic packs. I think I got a full pack of, yeah, I got a full pack of extra candy. Everything else I didn't touch. So let's go ahead and get those. Get a great extreme shampoo that makes your hair faster and harder. I think I've maxed out my I've maxed out the shampoo. Magic elements let you divide and conquer. I'm really curious what that does. Pike ball max. The pike ball is always a good item. Tracked up. Fireball up. And we're spent. So we've got some stuff to get as well. I would need 440, 575. Plus a few upgrades of that. Yeah, I'd still need, I'd probably need to like max out our wallet like once more or something. I'm always hard and griefy, hard earned money. Ooh. I'll just hold it in there. Agree jar, potion, blah blah blah. Just strong. Floating muffin, mint. So I guess I'll just let them attack twice as fast or something. Yeah, right up it. Interesting. Okay, so what the fuck what are we doing? Where are we going? There's like a new area now or something? Yeah, a new guy. Oh yeah, there was a whole thing with the lolly professor last time. Bogtown. Sorry, what was that? Bug birthing ponds. Ugh, babysitters wanted. We're going to the bug birthing ponds, are we? It sounds like we're going to like a regular pond with a shit ton of mosquito eggs in it. Ugh. Oh, that's nasty. Load up, man. Wasn't the bugs and risky boots? Actually, there's a slug ship later. That's the whole thing. But in this game in particular, it's like a thing of herb bugs. And be careful. That royal ambergris. Oh, okay. It's worth a fortune. Okay, ambergris is like, it's like a specific kind of fat. I think it's found in like the nostrils of whales. It's like their snot. It's like a fatty snot or something that builds up inside them, or something like that. I don't really remember. It's something to do. It's a part of a whale. There isn't much in the whale. It's not like just a regular fat. And it was something that was used in perfume for like hundreds of years. which is why it was so like valuable and such. And like they would literally like hunt whales just to get ambergris for like perfumes. It's a horrible industry. Nowadays you don't really need that. Nowadays you just need like a strong alcohol. You put your perfumes in there. No sloshing. Ha. That was the last treasure I needed to complete my collection. Secret land and everything in it will be mine. Vile. Yeah, it looks like everything's covered in snot. Ew. Bogtown? Not a place I like to visit. You been here before? Well, it looked different back then. It's usually even more disgusting if you can imagine that. Let's find this crust guy and get out of here. She's cute. I'm just not really sure what's going on. There's this area's wolf. There are flies here. No, she's cute as well. What kind of those? What was that? That was the share werewolf, the abandoned werewolf or something. No, it was vaporware and then abandoned. What else? It's Hunter Graham. If the Pibby glitch took over Shantae, who would survive? Pibby glitch? Don't know what the Pibby glitch is, mate. Hey, new best buddy, I'm you're Share Werewolf. I love sharing, I might even share too much. Tell me about your feelings. I'm feeling pretty totally amazing myself. My mom is so very healthy and the rest of my family I ate. Gotta show that dominance best bud, what the fuck? Anywho, I'm hankering to get my hands on some of those classic free-to-share disc games. Oh, like the Doom demo would be a good example of that. Like the first 3 or 4 levels of Doom was like a shareware thing. None of that copy-protected, all rights reserved malarkey. I want to share all that free stuff with my very best bud, which is you. You think I'm so dominant, right? Ha! Mum didn't. I ate her. Anyway, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Your eyes are like bugging out. Bring me those fine game discs so I can share them. You can share them with me. I'll share them with you. Weirdo. Okay, so what's your deal? You've never heard of the Bugkini Squad? Bugkini? Really? We're a trio of hot bug moms. This is what we look like in our third metamorphic phase. I'm Slush Fund. Over there is Jaw Drop and Buckshot. The bloated blubber slugs you see lying around here are just for decoration. Lovely. You've never heard... I'd say you just say the same thing. Again, it's you, and there was a third one, right? Oh, Bolo, hello. Oh, hey, you're here too? Bolo! Yeah, about your little brother. Oh, Pongo? Don't sweat it. I found him by the lighthouse. He's back with Grandma now. Oh, my goodness. He did say you stole his ball, though. By the way, did you notice? There's another one of these gizmos. Pretty sure there's a loose wire. It's got more shorts in it than my underdrawer. Every time I stick my toe in there, it hurts. Every single time. Ow! Well, stop doing that then, mate. Sound the bikini alarm! Another outsider here to steal our royal jelly! Nope, no, you've got it all wrong. I just came here to find Dr. Crust. Well, your timing stinks. We're having a doozy of a day. First our birthing ponds vanished to thin air. Then some pirate shows up and steal the last of our royal jelly. Without our vitamin-rich sputum pulls. Our sweet larvae can't pupate. That sounds pretty serious. And disgusting. It is. And I know who's behind this. The Royal Palace. They just want our fancy fluids to adorn the lumpy old palace. Who else would send a pirate to steal royal jelly anyway? You'll help us, right? Sure. I knew you were on our side. It took months to fill the phlegm sluice with... the phlegm sluice with vomit. They won't get away with this. Go and punch their buns. You'll find the palace over here. Ugh. Fuck. Tell those nasty humans at the palace that we mean business. Just leave it to me. I'll save your barfy birth sacks. Oh, pretty please and thank you. What am I signing up for this time? I would say like no to see what happens, but honestly every time I've said no in this game has been pretty uninteresting. That's what these are. Oh! There's a thing right below. Right there. I guess I can get to it once the world's transformed or something. What about you? What's your deal? Welcome to Bogtown, home of the hot bug moms. Watch your step. There's goo on everything. I can only imagine the smell around here would be rancid. Okay then. Oh, is that a new map? Let's have a look. The Royal Palace. Ah! After the Royal Palace, we can ask the Sultana for help. I think our job's about to get a whole lot easier. I'll add the Royal Palace to our travel list. Climb aboard! Like, I get it, they're cute bug women, they are genuinely hot moms. They're hot milfs. But by God, I wouldn't want to be around them to watch them, like, vomit onto the bug babies and shit. That'll be horrible. Hey, what? What happened to the Royal Palace? It's covered in slime. Is that not normal? No. The Royal Palace, home of Sequinland's ruler, is not normally covered in slime. I was just asking. You're such a sourpuss today. Tell it to your new best friend. I'm sure she's all ears. And eyes and brains and skull, and I'm going. This guy's jealous of white tops. Okay. Woof. That smell. Right. There we go. There. This water doesn't taste normal. Don't drink it. No. It tastes the same as bug mucus, right? You know what that tastes like? What the fuck? Everything changed after the earthquake. We seem to be miles away from the coastline. The Royal Palace is covered in gunk. What is this stuff? And why would it wash off? You're a guardian genie. Please see the Sultana right away. Whenever monsters rush in here to attack our Sultana, I slay them. Then I eat the meat. The bones I keep. Femurs are stored in packing tubes. Claws and teeth into the craft caddy. I have a system. I like the way the gem was just like a part of the scenery. The Sultana's chambers lie ahead. Why is there a bomb there? Our former ruler, the Sultan, loved the Sultana dearly. But on the night of their honeymoon, there was a tragic accident, and the Sultan did not survive, the poor Sultana. She is utterly crushed. Sorry, I mean, he was utterly crushed. It's something I can blow up? Well, damn! You're the ruler of Sequenland? You never see you in later games. Like, it just kind of like implies to exist. I didn't realize it was weird how like the lost game, Shantae Advance, was the game where you're actually revealed. I wasn't expecting you to be that big. Shantae's like the size of your foot. What the fuck? I am Sultana of Sequenland. I bid you welcome. It's not often we get a visit from a guardian genie. I hope you will pardon the unsightly state of the royal palace. Thank you so very, very much. It's an enormous honor to meet you. I mean, just being your present is a humongous thrill. More titanic than I've ever... sorry. I'll just stop talking. Before I make a massive royal boob of myself. That might be for the best. I'm told that you wish to put an end to these troubling earthquakes and restore Sequenland's natural order. Is this true? Yes, ma'am. And to do this, you require the help of a relic hunter, Dr. Cornelius Crust. Yes, exactly. Then this is good news. We have already located the one you seek. It can be found here. Haunted Grove map. Deep within the Haunted Grove lies an abandoned prison. The Doctor is held captive inside. Oh no! There's no need for worrying. You won't have to battle this alone. Huh? My royal soldiers will assist you. They will be waiting for you when you arrive. Well, their instructions are to follow your orders as they would my own. No kidding! There's much that I owe to the Guardian Genies. I will place my trust in you. I promise I won't let you down. Damn. Okay, I didn't realize we were ruled by a giant, but cool nonetheless. Yeah, I can't imagine there's much else to do here. Sky! That new map? Yes, it is. What's this? A map to the Haunted Grove? Why would the Sultana send you there? Don't worry, this time it's all under control. Why am I not convinced? Anyway, ready to take off? Yes, I am. This little Cyclops gremlin thing. The Sultana's soldiers should be already here. Find... No, zombie. Find that prison and rescue Dr. Crust. Okay. Okay, so it was probably a bad idea to send your soldiers here then. Where's the... There it is. What the fuck is this? Ooh, actually... I just remembered there was the pool of water in the royal palace. Didn't go. Let me go there first. Before I properly explore here. Royal Palace. It's our down, isn't it? Yeah. So what's in here? Okay, nothing I can do with that. I'm probably gonna get like a mermaid transformation or something. Alright. Back to the haunted grove. What's here? There's nothing I can do anything with. Let's go ahead and actually talk about that. If I that's a mark. Elephant. No. Spider. Oh, right, I'll shoot. I can shoot the spider. Huh? That's pretty good. I can shoot it from a distance. Huh? Hey. And new things. Like a booby slime monster. I swear you're more voluptuous than the last time I fucking saw you guys. You got tits and ass. Definitely fucking expanded since then. Which point bomb from above? I can't. I've actually been next to it. You're just going to have to stay there for now. Into this. No. We need the capacity to fly somehow. Real option is to go into the background now. Can't quite jump that high. Down the background? No. I can back and bounce these things a lot, man. Yeah. There's the prison. The relic hunter is locked inside. Hit the keys in the dirt. Stomp the right spot and you'll see. Make sure to bury them again when you're done. That way the genie doesn't get them. If you're too light to stomp, try the cave to the right. I'm so hungry. Hogs will. Okay, so we're going to stop that, I guess. Makes sense? Brave guys. Where's the cave? Where are you? We're low on options. What was it about the cave I couldn't do? Let's double check. Can't even get back over there. I guess now we have to go this way. There is a cave there. This is probably important. This is probably the mini dungeon. So we're gonna get a transformation in here. Is what we need. Alright, okay. Now I'm kind of getting my bearings now. Hey, blue snakes. Yeah, what I was going to say... earlier. In regards to the event this weekend that I was working on, we did have a few interesting talkers on the stage. So occasionally we get like some... God. Occasionally we get some crazy people. Usually it's not that bad. We had a few interesting crazies this year. We had one talker who came on stage basically denying the not denying the existence of germs, but denying that they cause diseases. Just straight up saying, like on one of their slides, there's no proof that germs cause diseases or something like that. As you can imagine, it gave us guys behind the scenes a bit of a chuckle, especially when she got to the part where she started talking about how genetics don't cause diseases. Like I said, you get some real crazy sometimes. Which again, us behind the scenes were chuckling about, it's like, you know, genetics don't cause diseases? Inbreeding, what's that? That kind of thing. You get some funny ones. But for the most part, it's just people talking about, like, conspiracy theories. There was a talk on the Titanic conspiracy, which was fun. Stuff about, you know, Jews taking over the world. Some stuff that has some genuinely good evidence behind it. Other stuff, not so much. Interesting. There. Is that going to stay that way? But listen to people's conspiracy theories in general. It's always fun because it is like a total mixed bag. Sometimes you get some genuinely interesting stuff, and like people sharing information that just don't you weren't right aware of beforehand. A lot of times though, it's just like people saying dumb shit. One of the more interesting talks that we had. The talk itself was like, it's only interesting if you're like interested in that subject. But we actually had the lead keyboardist from what is the band called? The lead keyboardist is from a particular band. This thing's still gone? It is. Okay. The lead keyboardist from the band Cradle of Filth was had a talk this year, which was really fun. And he just did a talk. He didn't talk about his time in the band. He just like mentioning that as a thing. But he did a talk on like the history of sound and how sound and music could be perceived differently, both via the instruments of different eras, how gravity affects audio, how sound is perceived in different environments, that kind of thing. It was like showcasing how like people would have, as a result, heard the world literally differently in the past. I genuinely thought it was an interesting talk. But it bored a few people though. The worst talk this year though, by far, there was like a couple of women who had talks on just astrology, and they were all so fucking dull. We had one woman who just came out there and basically just did like astrology readings for like a full like hour and a half, and it was the most insanely dull thing I had ever fucking heard, and it put me to sleep. Talking about how Pluto is entering its summer rotation and it's colliding on an axis with Saturn and blah 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 blah. And that's going to mean that there's going to be troubles, blah 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 blah, and things going on like this. And it was just, I just could not fucking handle that. Yeah, fun event this year. Not the most crazy. We've had some real fucking crazies in the past. But we had the occasional crazy. We've had some lesser crazies this year. We had one woman like last year who was just fully like, I'm pretty sure she was just blatantly schizophrenic, like medically schizophrenic. who was basically having like an entire talk about how she's like super special and how she had experiences of like being chosen by angels and demons and that kind of thing. And she even started talking about how like, oh, she had an experience with a newborn baby where she saw an angel over the baby's hovering over the baby's bodies, but then she, using her special sights, could tell that the angel was actually a demon, and so she punched the demon like I said, fully schizophrenic, like mega crazy. She was one of the more fun ones. But yeah, most of the time it was usually just like people denying the existence of germs or something like that. I'm talking about like crop circles and that kind of stuff, which is still a thing, by the way. Like, people think of like crop circles as that one weird thing that happens like in the 90s or something. But no, new crop circles still appear. Sometimes it's farmers, sometimes they don't know. It's other stuff, blah 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 blah. Sometimes it's like pranks. It could be a lot of things. But it's still interesting to talk about them. Or to listen about them. Yeah, so, yeah, good year this year. Oh, I did give quite a few people there a good laugh as well. I have really large lungs, so if I like sneeze hard, it can have like weird effects on my body. Like, if I sneeze hard, I can literally throw my back out, if that happened before. Well, not throw my back out, but I could hurt my back. And I'll probably be throwing my back out fully on the water. But I'd have a moment when we were all like packing and moving like sound equipment, and I had a loud sneeze outside. And I sneeze loud. I usually try to hold it in, but when I sneeze, I can sneeze real fucking loud. I scared the shit out of a bunch of people. I managed to throw my voice out, which was fun. Just literally couldn't talk for like a 50 minutes. But for the most part, yeah, fun year this year. Please stop chewing me. There we go. Plus I got a decent bit of pay out of it, which was nice. What a weird fountain. Also the wish charm? So this is probably a new transformation that I wonder what I'm gonna get. Welcome, daughter of the genies. This powerful dance magic will guide you away. You're the mermaid dance. I did say I was probably gonna get a mermaid. Use it to swim everywhere under the water. While dancing, press the B button to transform. Oh, I got little Chinese buns. Nice. Her mermaid transformation always looks different. It doesn't have a consistent style to it. Okay. How would we get past the vines there? Because there was a lot of vines in the water, which couldn't do much for it. Oh, yeah. No. I just swim through them? That is such a cute animation. I like that. I love her, like, worm animation as well. The way she's kind of like slithering around. She's swimming more like an eel than a mermaid. Hey. What's this to the right? There is a thing here. Thank you. This is to get the yes, right? Okay. Before I continue, I do want to use the bathroom. I don't know what it is, I think I've eaten something. I've been obsessed on that day or two. I'll see you in just a second. There, microphone, wake up. There we go. Alright. I don't know, I think I ate something weird yesterday or something like that. Regardless, we have our transformation now. Ooh, I don't... Can I do the diving flip off of this? Nah, nah. What can I do with this now? Now that I have this, what can I do with this? Not going through that, not going through that. The one I met earlier. Just one big circle. I think we did. Oh, this guy. Okay. Probably go through the cave and get the stomp ability. Hey, you fucker. Fuckers. Oh my god. Heal up. This looks like it's like gold. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, that's great, but where the hell am I going? I'm the mermaid bubble. Oh, okay, so I got a mermaid hat. Got it. Fire mermaid from, press the B button to fire bubbles. You can destroy underwater blocks. Glub. Glub, glub, wipe, glub, glub. Whee! Can I kill a fish? Still can't break that, so I have to go for this as a mermaid. Hey! Ooh, weird. How's your momentum? You guys also blow up more than you usually do. Yeah. As much as I enjoy seeing them, those jiggly bodies are kind of in the way, so I need you to move. There we go. Thanks, asshole. Okay. Dungeon, I think. It's the dungeon? Yeah, this is where I need to stomp. Where the fuck am I? Oh. Sure, let's shift the world. Now where am I? That's the thing that I need to do, I think. Okay, there we go. Well, need 3 transformations in this room? Sure. Found the elephant tote. Elephant form, jump in the air, then press down for a mighty stomp. There we go. Let's go to the cave first, where I remember that. No, fucking wrong. Wrong. Wasted one of my potions. Go on, get past. Get hit anyway. I don't know how you deal with those guys in the front. There's our cave. Wasn't here. I completely found that by accident. What's here? Hey, I got a classic game tape. Okay, so that's me for the wolf from the, not the wolf I just found, not the wolf I found in this stream, the wolf from last year. What I might do then is try to use either exit candy. Can I exit this area? Yeah. I'll take it straight out here. I was going to scout down to refresh myself. We give the wolf this shit, and then we can go hunting for keys. Yeah, the other thing I want to talk about this stream as well, though, is this recent thing that's been going on with the Only Plays channel. I don't know if you know them, but I've been a big fan of the Only Plays channel for like years, like definitely pre-COVID. And when I first started watching them, they were free like people who were basically made all the Let's Plays of the Only Plays channel. There was OniNG, Julian, and a guy who calls himself Ding Dong. Why he calls himself Ding Dong, I don't know, it's a dumb name, but he called himself Ding Dong and everyone just kind of accepted it. And the three of them would play a game together. Have a good jolly old time and have lots of laughter and lots of fun. Lots of adult humor, lots of edgy humor, lots of casual humor, lots of internet references and cringe and all that kind of shit. It was a good time. It's still a good time, but at some point just before COVID, I think somewhere around there, I think it was like 2019-ish. I could definitely be wrong on that. It could be like 2018, but it's that kind of time. Eventually, Ding Dong and Julian, who are in a gay relationship, not really relevant to that video, I might as well mention it. They left off at the time. The reason it was given for why they left the channel was because I don't know a bunch of money I should spend. At the time, the reason they gave one X candy, one magic potion. One magic. One X. Yeah. Yeah, the time was the reason given for them leaving the channel was they wanted to go off and do their own things, basically just not be tied to a Let's Play channel for the rest of their lives. They wanted to like make games and such, which is kind of a weird reason given, considering some stuff later. But yeah, they eventually left off. Other people eventually joined the channel. Part of the reason the channel was so successful isn't just that the players themselves were a lot of fun to watch, because the people connected to the channel were all like old Newgrounds people. Newgrounds being like an old website which had a bunch of like animators, game developers and stuff on it, casually submitting things. Think like it was basically YouTube before YouTube and dedicated to animation and games. It was a lot of fun. I was an old Newgrounds kid. Loved Newgrounds growing up. And a lot of the people on the channel were connected to that. Oni himself being an animator who was most famous for animating Dragon's Ball P, which was just like a parody of like Dragon Ball Z, but like it's genuinely funny. I recommend it. These max that out, I guess. Okay, it's like a big new key thing. Interesting. Yeah, everyone kind of went up in their own way. But over time, it's become more and more obvious that, like, Julian and Ding Dong, their games have still yet to come out. It's been like, it's not been 10 years, it's been like 7-8 years. And the game's like nowhere near done. It's looking pretty rough for them. But over the years, they've grown sort of more and more bitter. And it's really unfortunate. One of the unfortunate things growing up is watching a lot of people you used to love growing old and turning to shitheads, and not people you like anymore. That sucks. It really does. It's something you get used to, but it does suck. Actually, before we look at the keys, let's go back to the past, because I can go swimming in the past. No, we'll go to the palace. Let's go back to the wolf. Do that first. And the wolf is in the museum, I think? Yeah, recently though, there was a big, like, stink. One of the current people on Only Plays, occasionally they make like plushies of the cast members of Only Plays. Zach Hadel, who's on the channel a lot, who's responsible for making Smiling Friends, he's like the lead behind that. He had a plushie, Oni himself had a plushie. I think, like, it's not based on like the real cells, it's based on like a goofy, like cartoonified version of cells which people like. And most recently there was the Corey plushie. It was based on like a running joke in the show about a photograph that was taken of one of the cast members, which was later edited to look really bloated and funny, and it became a running gag who was referred to as Armenian Corey. It's a whole thing on its own, and they made a plushie based on that. But that plushie kind of set off Ding Dong and Julian and caused them to go on a complete tirade. And they literally had like a 24-hour stream where they just ranted and just completely exhausted themselves. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like, it was one of those things where they just kind of like blew a lid and they just couldn't stop. Couldn't stop themselves, and they just went off and off and off and off. And basically, they revealed some stuff going on behind the scenes, but nothing that actually made... They basically revealed like that you were really bitter and angry at the Onlyplays channel as a whole, but the stuff they revealed didn't actually make Odie's channel look bad at all. It actually made them look like fine, regular people, and it just kind of made Julian and Ding themselves look really fucking schizo. And I don't mean that in an insulting way, I mean I actually think one or possibly both of them might now suffer from schizophrenia. Maybe one of them always has. And I mean like actual medical, go see a doctor and get medicated, you may be putting yourself in danger of schizophrenia, the proper shit. Because they went absolutely nuts. They apparently, since they left the channel, they ban anyone on their own streams that talks about Onlyplays. They got their fame from being on Onlyplays, but if anyone on the channel acknowledges Onlyplays in any way at all, reference it at all, they're immediately banned, because they assume anyone who's a fan of Onlyplays is also dangerous and is secretly out to get them, or they literally say like, oh, we think there are people out to like try and kill us or something. Like they're going full schizo. You want my shovelware game? No, it's not you. Who was the game? I guess it's got to be the Wolf here then. That means I never found the game for the share roll. Not the share roll, the shovel roll. Give me this free share game disc. You're sharing with me, I'll share them with you because you're my best bud. Oh, is that a share disc? Yep. Brad, let's see. You gave the classic game tape. Hey, this ain't not ever no free to share disc. It's one of those fan translation custom jobs. Whoa, I'm keeping this. Sharing is good and all, but, well, there's a time and place for whole hack bacon. Just look at the sparkly decal. The cover art is so... Is that a foil hologram? My finger goes right through the pokey outy part. You seeing that? Oh right, it's sharing time. Here you go. No trade packs. A heart holder. Oh, fair enough. Okay, now it's the road pass. Yeah, part of the reason why it was like a plushie that set them off as well is because apparently Julian only came with Julian once while they were still on the channel and like offered to make a plushie of them, and Julian had like schizo flashes of there being like him being like turned into like a Mickey Mouse-esque mascot, and there being like mountains of plushies being made in his name, filling landfills and shit, and he had like a full panic attack over it. So that ended up not happening. That's why the plushies what set them off. But apparently they also like just being kind of bitter about Odie's success as well, and anyone even look vaguely related to the channel. Like they're also apparently really angry. They got really annoyed at the creators of Digital Circus, the amazing Digital Circus, for some reason. And Julian even said like, oh, there's that. Apparently, yeah, Julian said like he saw like smiling friends and amazing Digital Circus merchandise at a shop he found in real life and had an actual panic attack, had to run away because he couldn't fit into society anymore. It's like that level of just kind of nuttery. Okay, so I can now just put this back whenever I want. I'll save that to near the end. Grove. Yeah, it kind of gets funny as well because they also start doing like the standard leftist like paranoid like name calling, where they just proclaimed Oni as like the most racist, right-wing, Nazi, bigoted, blah 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 blah, buzzword kind of shit. Which is really funny because if you watch any Oni stuff, they have like one of the most like multicultural casts you can fucking imagine. They make edgy jokes. They absolutely make edgy jokes. They say like the N-word and they do like gay jokes. They drop F-bombs. But they also have like gay people on the show. Like Julian and Ding Dong themselves were out as gay at the time they were on the show. They've collaborated with trans creators. One of the recurring cast members is Jewish. Corey, who the plush is being made of, is bisexual. He's mostly interested in women, but he has mentioned before he has a thing for femboys. So like, they're not exactly the most right-wing, evil, homophobic Nazis you can imagine. And actual like extremist right-wing people would laugh them off. But they throw on these buzzwords trying to like make you feel bad for watching them. Like, Oni is probably a pretty good example of like a modern proper centrist, like actual centrist. I don't really care about politics, but I'll joke about shit and make edgy jokes, and we'll collaborate with people on either side. I'm pretty sure Zach is right-wing, but they have plenty of left-wing people on the channel as well. Like, I don't think most of them give a shit about that. Oh, cool. Oh, so I'm not getting the keys. I need to stomp a line over that, so I need to put the whole world back. So now there's a dot underneath this. Okay. But yeah, they work with left-wing people, they work with right-wing people. They're not that kind of channel where they even care about something like that. It's just an all-around good time, but like I said, if for some reason those two are really freaking out about it. I was saying as well about it being weird that them going off to do game dev was kind of like a weird excuse, is because multiple people who work at Only Plays also make games. They have a guy on there, what the fuck's his name? It's not Max, it's not Mac, what is his fucking name? Dave. I don't know why I got put Max in that. Dave, for example, was the lead creator of Friday Night Funkin', which is wildly popular. Oni's working on a game called Bulbo or something like that, which is coming out soon as far as I'm aware. Corey's working with the Newgrounds guys, making a game called Nightmare Cop, which is interesting. Like, they are making games while doing Let's Play channel, so having the other two run off to make games doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Until you realise that basically they just had some business related to the channel anyway, and that's the actual reason they went off. But something, like I said, it's kind of annoying watching people you like grow up with being shitty later. It's one of those things I feel like I should be angry about, but there's a particular detail about this whole thing that kind of makes it impossible to be annoyed at all this. And it kind of makes it just more funny rather than bitter. Which is that Ding Dong, or the guy who calls himself Ding Dong, he has a fetish. A very particular fetish. A very specific fetish. Let's just go over here, yeah. And it's something that the rest of the cast knew about. But it was just something they didn't really care that much about, but they'd occasionally like lightly rip him on it. But it's something a few people did figure out like years ago, back when they were still on the channel, saying, oh, Ding Dong has this weird fetish. But that was during a time when people still liked Ding Dong, and they were fans of him. So no one actually, even though he had this weird fetish, no one really gave a shit at all. And it was never like held over him. But apparently Ding Dong, they did like briefly mention it a couple of times, just like lightly ripping him over it. And that kind of that bothered Ding Dong enough that he brought it up again, and it suddenly brought his fetish into this thing that only a few people know about before. into this thing now that everyone knows about and everyone's talking about. Because it turns out Ding Dong has a fetish for tubas, the instrument. More specifically, he has a fetish for tuba vor, the sensation of being eaten by tubas and being played with him inside. That is an insanely niche fetish. I'm pretty sure he might literally be the only person on Earth with that fetish. One of those very rare single person fetishes. Which, like, I think I can only think of like 2 other examples off the top of my head of like people with like, oh, this one person in particular has this weird specific fetish. There was the infamous Wonder Bread white woman guy who had like a thing for, he would like commission artists on a regular basis to make art of white women buying Wonder Bread. That was like a whole thing. And there was this other guy who no one talks about anymore, who has like a fetish for inflating knees. That was also another one. Like, literally look at that. None of the art, if you look up inflating knees fetish, you won't find any art that's like of naked people. It's like fully clothed girls, but it is like such a weird thing to look at. Yeah, Ding Dong's like tuba fetish is that kind of like super weird, super niche fetish that like only he could ever have. And he even has like his own like original character just dedicated to exploring a fetish. Timmy Tuba, I think his name is, like a lizard. Because Ding Dong's also a furry, and he thinks everyone's like judging him for being a furry, even though Julian, his boyfriend, is also a furry and was on the show, and everyone knew Julian was furry. He was open about that. But apparently Ding Dong being a furry is where everyone would draw the line, apparently, in his head. That's the thing, okay. So he is his own furry character who gets eaten by tubas. It's a thing. Okay, it would be up there. God damn it. What was it there? And I've seen some of the artwork as well. There's some well-drawn stuff, but it is just bizarre. It's not even like disturbing, it's just so fucking bizarre, it's funny. And yeah, like I said, occasionally cast members on these plays channels like, there's a light ribbing on him, they'd see a tuba in a game and go, it's a tuba, how horny, blah blah blah, or something like that. Or I think when they were playing like Digimon or something, there's like a Digimon which is a frog with a tuba, and Oni said something about, hey, is that your favorite Digimon? And it was just like light ribbing, that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing you like, not blatantly insulting you, just like joking about this weird thing that's going on with you. And it's not even out of the question for the rest of the cast. Like, the only channel, in-place channel, is famous for how everyone involved is constantly insulting each other. That's like a standard part of it. And good friends often insult each other. It's like a way of like creating a safe environment to explore insults in a way that's not supposed to hurt. That's like a common thing in psychology and in human relations and all that. But apparently, because they ripped Ding Dong in particular, he took that personally and assumed the absolute worst case scenario. And as a result, went into a rant about this during his tirade and brought to light, and so everyone now knows about his thing. Such a dumb thing. If he had said literally nothing, he would have been better off. But apparently Ding Dong and Julian are also doing like way worse now because they've been banning people non-stop for the past 7-8 years off their live streams. They left when they started doing their own live streams, started doing their own game development stuff. They would receive tons and tons of donations from only plays people who loved them because they were loved members of the cast. People absolutely adored them, and I would happily like send them money. But because they've banned so many people after so long, their income's kind of drying up. And now they're struggling with money because apparently you can't ban the entire planet and still make money off donations. Who would have guessed? And so they're facing a lot of financial stress. And it's one of those more tragic things. Like, I'm pretty sure Julian, I think Ding Dong just has like bipolar depression or something like that. But I'm pretty sure Julian might literally have schizophrenia, like actual schizophrenia. Ooh, it's a red place. And so they're kind of like blowing themselves up and causing their own downfall. And part of the reason as well, like the games they're making, because they're making 2 games, I don't know what they're called, but they're making 2 games as far as I'm aware. Part of the reason their games are taking so long to make it, so long to get out, is because Julian and Ding Dong have been making tuba-themed fetish games, like mini ones. Like, imagine a mini game inside of a game, making stuff like that size. Just specifically fetish games, just for Ding Dong. And because of that, they've wasted a shit ton of time doing that they couldn't put money into the actual game they're making for profit. And now they're kind of ruining their own lives. And instead of taking any personal responsibility for it, they literally say, "Oh, it's only Play's fault, only Play's ruined my life." And that's not an exaggeration, they literally said, "Only Play's ruined my life." That's a quote. I think Julian said that. And like, it's like they're entirely their own stupidity. Which is unfortunate, but it was too funny. It is just too funny. Yeah, I wanted to bring that up because I thought it was an interesting thing that's been going on that I'm keeping an eye on. I did mention a few times on Twitter, just talking about it as everything was going down. Whisper. The OD channel themselves just haven't acknowledged it because there's no real reason to. There's no real reason to like just feed into the whole situation. I think they just like tried to wash their hands from it. But I did feel bad for them, even if the whole thing's funny. For some people, the situation is also like retroactively ruined some of the old OD plays. Cool. This is kind of like retroactively ruined. Ooh. They reuse a sprite in the third game. I really like this sprite. I like the sprite girls. They just run, but I love the design. In one of the later games, they replaced it with skeletons, which is not as good. Yeah, people are saying like it's retroactively ruined some of the old Let's Plays. But I don't agree with that. But it has given me, like, if I watch the old Let's Plays with only Julian and Ding Dong, and I'm watching it with a new, like, mentality. The mentality being, like, Julian and Ding Dong themselves aren't funny at all. But Oni like brings such energy and such energetic light to the conversation that he basically makes them funny. He gives them scenarios and pushes them into telling jokes and giving them a reason to laugh. Like, he brings such energy from this that it kind of makes even the most like miserable schizo people on Earth a reason to laugh and have fun. So I watch those with like that kind of mentality in mind. Oh, fuck out. This whole area is a bit more labyrinthine than it is. Also, I haven't seen you in this game yet. You're a really fun character to design. There's a lot of great, like, there's a lot of sexy sprite work in this stream. There's a lot of really fun designs. There's not a complaint at all. I fucking love the sprite work in the Shantae series. And a lot of good sprites in this game in particular. The best is still in the the best sprite work is still in the, I believe it's the third game that was released, which is The Pirate's Cursed. That's got some amazing stuff going on for it. But this is pretty good too. I think it's probably a close second. As far as sprites are concerned, at least. Now, let's hit hard. I'm going to just lower you down. Yeah. Okay, so these. Hey! There you go. From this. We're doing a puzzle, but okay. This is very fucking labyrinth game. I have a difficult time finding my way around. It's in threes, which is nice. Guessing I probably should have been keeping track of that. 2, so this is probably to the exit. Yep. Save you now. Ones. No keys, I'll just get here. E for basement. I'm guessing monkey. Oh, weird. Noted. Monkey was like that. Spider was like that. Okay. Oh. Oh. You can confuse me though. I'm not finding my way around here very well. So, there's some stuff back here I didn't see. Yeah, what's going on here? Yeah, stick on you. Oh, that's the thing. I'm like trying to mentally keep track of everything. This is kind of confusing to lay out. Hey, looks to me. I am just kind of wandering around very loosely without direction. I'm kind of just lucking my way into the right rooms right now. Welcome, Daughter of the Genies. This powerful dance magic will help guide your way. The Harpy Dance. Hey. Uses the fly to unreachable places. While dancing, press the A button to transform. That'll be the last transformation, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Harpy transformation's fast. But also very floaty, very slidey. It's like ice physics, just everywhere all the time. No, no, no. Ah. Okay. There we go. And the last thing's probably on the top of these pillars. Powering room things. Yeah. Or over from the other side. Thank you. Does it have a key? I do. But I don't have a second key. God damn it. No. Not really. Okay. Well, I know where to go. There's two main pillar rooms. Oh, it's probably just there. There's two main pillar rooms. Oh god. You get everyone flipped. Yeah, everyone's like that now. I don't like this puzzle. It's quite fun. Oh, what? Doesn't that count? Okay, it does. Very better than like the Simon Says stuff. Oh. Okay. It's up. God damn it. Nice arrow in your ass. What have I got? Do I have the thing? So with the harpy. Oh my god, it's just in here. Trying to do. Just gonna scroll through to my there. You guys fucking hit like a truck, you know that? Oh, damn. I'm gonna use this stuff. Yeah. Good. The save goes just to Ryzen. I think so. Yeah. Blue potion. Go back over here. Look at the save statue guy go. Here? I'm gonna save before I go to the actual guy. There you are. now... Think of what is here. Use the wing nut. Boss time. Yeah, we actually got through the dungeon pretty fast, all things considered. Hey, big dopey man. Oomph. Jump. Oh my gosh. Oh, hello. Did you come to rescue the final relic hunter? Gobble? Yes! You better release him or else. Okay. Slurp. It's fine. I'll go get him. Chew chomp. Just let me polish off this cake first. I'll polish your cake. Huh? Ugh. Oh, weird. I actually think the lightning cloud will go with this. He doesn't even want to fight, he's just trying to eat his dinner. Oh, it's fun though. I'm giving him good, just let me finish my dinner. The problem is I think his dinner would last basically forever anyway. Hey! Nice. I can move that. Sorry, I didn't want to see that again. Those Roddy Tops in like a bunny outfit. No, we're seeing that again. Damn! This has been a really good episode for like some fucking sexy ass sprites. What the hell? What the fuck? The fail? If I can use my words. Damn. Links and everything? Yeah, this is a simple file, at least. You... I switch to... Let's find some stuff over there. Are you even here, Watchy Tops? I was wondering where you were in the dungeon, mind you. Oh, there you go. No more cake for you, man. I will take my zombie girl and I'm gonna leave. Oh, hello there. I was not expecting a T-Rex, but okay. Yeek! Please, please, please don't eat me. And my fat, it's all saturated. Well, perhaps it's time to try that again. Oh, hello there. You wouldn't be Dr. Cornelius Crust, would you? Yes, indeed. But please, call me Corny Crust. Why don't you? My friends all call me that. They say it's an endearing nickname. Personally, I think they're full of maple sap. Probably trying to pick a fight and so on. Anyway, what are you doing here? They didn't send you to interrogate me, did they? Because I'm very susceptible to torture. Followed by cross-examination by different parties. Huh? Oh, no, I'm here to rescue you. My Uncle Mimic needs your help desperately. He's waiting for you back in his workshop. Oh, well, you don't say. I could never say no to your uncle. I want to go out and check it out. But if his recklessness is the reason behind my capture, then I shall be very put out with your uncle. You see, I don't like to get involved. I like to stay at home and read books. Books about talking farm animals on long voyages, or about robots discovering their humanity for a flamboyant romance. This had better be good. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. As the final relic hunter rescued. Yes, I would like to say thank you very much. Okay, rather than wandering my way back and trying to figure that out, let's just go into candy. I'm pretty sure we're near the end now. That might even be like the last dungeon, because it was just 3 guys I was trying to find. There was just 3 demon things, so this is probably going to be the last stream of this. Let's go to the bog town. Speaking of bog, I wouldn't mind using the bathroom again as well. Let's go upset the stomach right now. Well, we can see if we can try to finish it this stream. It'd be nice. Before we get to that thing after the switch. So right now, let's leave it here. I'll sort of in a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Right back. Microphone, wake up, wake up. There we go. I don't know why it took my microphone a second to wake up after the user for a bit. It's concerning. Hey there, what you got there? Is that another cog? I'll take it off your hands. Go for it, man. Cool. Ha! You shocked me for the last time, rotten button. I'll fix you good. All done. It should be working now. Give it a shot. Let's rescue our bug babes. Our vomiting bug babes. Okay. Oh god. I don't know what you did. I love her non-panicky profile picture. That's profile picture. What do you call that? A big sprite? Portrait, that's it. I don't know what you did, but the vomit ponds are overflowing with vital juices. And look! Even the egg sacs are pulsing with excitement. I think it's time. Time for what? Time to poke those eggs. Ew. Go ahead. Witness the miracle of birth. Do I have to? Yes, yes! It will be beautiful. Go on. Lovely. It worked. I'll get a poke in a second. The vomit ponds. Wow. That's more bile than I've seen in quite a while. Our lands are thick with jolly jam once more. I'm overcome with various emotions. Ugh. Destroy, devour, destroy and devour. What the fuck have I just woken up? Revenge, revengeance, revenge of revengeance. Bite, sting, bite and sting. Is that it? I knew you'd knock some sense into those humans. Looky, look, the eggs have hatched into larvae. Soon our hive will be throbbing with glistening grubs. Your actions deserve payment. Here. You're the tremor stone. Huh? What's this? People call it a tremor stone. But really it's just a very fidgety larvae sealed inside of a chrysalis. It jumps around, bounces to and fro. Fun for the whole family. Oh, like jumping beans. Neat. Well, fun until it hatches and sucks out your fluids and builds its nest inside your lifeless husk. Anyway, keep it nice and moist. Lovely. Oh, thanks. I have a thing for monster girls, but this is like pushing that. Like, this is a clearly attractive thing to me, but this is most definitely not. Like, really pushing my personal tastes, you know that? Ugh. Okay, I could probably enter this somehow now? Can I stomp down somewhere? There we go. Yeah. You done here, Bolo? It worked. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of the vomit ponds. You did it! Bogdan is finally back where it belongs! I imagine the royal palace has returned its rightful place as well. I'm aboard! bit cleaner now, don't you think? The Royal Palace is clean once more. Huzzah! Ah, it's good to smell the salty sea air once more. There's been a wasp in the ocean. The salty sea air does smell nice. Much of the structural damage has been repaired. What of my feelings? Welcome to Sequinland Palace. Can I even get underground now? Yeah, both the ways down. So both the ways down have been sealed up. The Sultana would like to see you. Right this way. Whenever the Sultana has a family visit from out of town, I slay them. Then I eat the meat. The bones I keep. Oh wait, let me check my notes. Right, that's for monsters. For family, I greet them with kindness. Then I eat cinnamon rolls. You have to check notes for that. Sultana awaits. I'm still watching you. Okay, good, but what the fuck's this for? I seriously have no idea. Hello, giant lady. I take you home. Or rather, you take me home, considering your place in the palace. Genies are such amazing creatures. I knew you would succeed. I will share a story of you if you will hear it. Yes, please. I love hearing stories. Very well. Long ago, Sequin Land was protected by guardian genies. Their magic kept us safe from evil in all its forms. But one day, the genies returned to their realm, leaving their daughters, the half-genies, behind. The Sultana gathered the ones who'd come here over ages ago, and brought them back here to the palace. She wished to offer them comfort and seek their counsel. It was decided that, to follow in their mother's footsteps, each half-genie would adopt a town to serve as its protector. That's where those that were too young would remain with their human fathers, and would be granted special protection until they had grown. Then they could choose their own path. That must be when I was sent to live with Uncle. I was too young to remember. As the half-genie children grew, so did Sequinland. Eventually there were more towns than there were half-genies to protect them. And over time, the sight of a guardian genie became quite rare. Many began to distrust magic, but here at the palace the good deeds were never forgotten. And neither were you. You have your mother's fire. Be patient, and one day you will see her again. That is where the story must end for now. You will write the next chapter yourself. Take this. You're a shock egg. I've given you my most favourite treasure. When the time comes, I'm certain you will put it to good use. Good luck, Guardian Genie. Go now, and save Sequinland. Huh. Cool, what the fuck did she give me? Equip it. Shock egg. Natural power source made by storm owls. Weird. Did you say it's outside? What is this? It's not. Ready to take off? Sure. All aboard! Okay, just scuttle time. I think. Yeah, just scuttle time. Let's go rest up. And then... I think I just heard someone outside repeat me shouting all aboard. Someone heard me. Get bargains. Okay. MP saver. Or he's hungry for your hard-earned money. How much would I need to max everything out? Or just get everything? Because before I give them the last thing they need, I would like to at least have one of each item. I might do a bit of grinding quickly. What do I need? I need Storm Up, Pants Hats, Vanish. So I need 450. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to spend a minute grinding. I know it's a bit dull, but bear with me. And also, if you're watching this in the future on YouTube, you can just skip ahead. I do want to grab some cash. What do I need? So it's probably going to take me about 15 minutes to get what I need. Just relax for a minute. Put on a bit of music and we can go through this. I don't usually like grinding on stream, but that's usually like because grinding can often take like hours in games. I think for something like this, I can get away with doing this short thing. Not only I can't hit them while they're out there, I have to wait for them to land first. I'm already at 100. No respawn. I don't know 100% sure how the bug actually works. I just know if I keep hitting things, it just occasionally gives me money. I'm not sure what actually activates it per se. It's nice when you get the green pots because then I have to spend a actual magic potion. 100. About halfway there. Yeah, even though I'm clicking just one gem at a time, it does go fast. Fast relatively quickly. About 270. Oh, wake up. Maybe it's like the jar greed that gives me cash every time I pick up a coin. Maybe, I don't know. It like just duplicates the money. I know if I pick up like a big gem, like the ones that are worth like 5, I still only get like a single gem from the pot. I spent a little while testing what would be the better way to grind. And this was easily the best method. Yeah, I think you just duplicating the gems I actually pick up. That's how it works, I guess. So it just straight up doubles the rate I get cash. What was it? 360. Dropping the green potions a lot more than I did when I was grinding my own as well. I had to use quite a few potions. I just had to like keep restocking them. So far, this single jar has been working for me on its own. Let's go ahead and just get ourselves like, I gotta get a bunch of I gotta get a bunch of potions as well. So let's go ahead and get ourselves like 600. I think it'll be good. $410. $30. $16. 490. $500, last 100. $20. $540, come on. $60. About $580. $590. $600. Sure good. I can't believe the single pot lasted me the entire time. But I was doing it before, they didn't drop nearly enough. They didn't drop nearly enough green potions, so I just had to like I had to refill my own. Yeah, as you can see, 600 is not out of time. It's hard. It's like 5 minutes. I got really lucky there. But yeah, it does not take long to like fully max out your wallet in this game if you wanted to. Rotty tots! Who down? Storm up. Vanish. Let's. Let's just go ahead and get the last 200 and max out the storm. Fuck it. I am that close to maxing out. I might as well. If it goes like it is, that will take like a couple of minutes. It's weird because it doesn't feel like the grinding takes. It doesn't feel like the grinding's quick because all the gems you get is just like one at a time. You're just collecting single gems, but you get so many of them that easily makes up for it. Let's get ourselves to 300. That way I have some left over as well in case I want to buy some more potions and shit. Maybe 60 already, that's 20% of the way there already. 70 or 69, nice. $100. Third of the way there. $50 halfway there. $70. Two-thirds of the way there. Almost there. $250, that's 5/6 of the way there, I guess. Like 30 to go. $90, 10 more, or 9 more. Literally a single one. And there we go. It's out of here, Sky. We can start heading towards end game, I guess. So enemies can look around after they're defeated, they'll keep dropping loot. It's so cruel to try it. Thanks, I did. Okay, let's see. Rusty boots, rusty tops I mean, rather. Store max. Do everything except always hungry for your hard-earned money. Yep, we got every item. What the fuck is that? Ants. There's the vanishing cream. MP saber, okay. Max up my potions. Oh, just increase my range speed, okay. Neat. There's a floaty thing. What was the other one? Vanishing potion? I guess it just means that my enemies can't aggro against me. So that might have actually been useful during the run around the swamp. Oh well. And let's go see a gummock. Oh dear, someone has to get rid of that zombie. Look around, everyone is in a panic. She hasn't done anything wrong. Why do you have to be so mean now? Oh, it's not my fault. It's my cursed robot bloodline. Huh? You see, many generations ago, my great and so on grandmother had a romantic encounter with a robot leader, whose consciousness had recently been transferred into a humanoid body by a ruthless evil criminal organization determined to rule the world. That sounds pretty far-fetched. Yes, 10 months later, my great and so on grandpappy was born. And I'm half emotionless robot, that's why I'm cursed to be so awful. Oh, Mare. It doesn't matter how you got here. You're here now, and you can make your own decisions. You can be awful because you choose to be, not because of your robot heritage. You really think so? Look at me. I'm half genie and I'm accepted by all of you. Well, we are getting a little bit used to you. You do seem to be a bit less weird than before. You see, I guess you're right. If people can like something impossibly super strange, like you, then maybe they can like me too. That's the spirit. Look, I'm sorry I made up that whole cursed robot bloodline story. I'm just making excuses for my bad behavior. Forget all about it, Mare. Your zombie friend can stay. For a few days. Oh, man. Beep, beep. Sorry, what did you say? Nothing. That was a weird fucking conversation. So my dad's just use the money to make him buy around. Wait, stop. He's actually saying something. I sold my dad's dusty old game tape to a werewolf for money. Then used the money to buy him something new. It was gum. Dad smiled at me so hard when he found out. I could hear his teeth cracking. I've always wondered why our town has a tall mast. Was it part of a ship once? I don't know. If you rely on magic powers, purchase a magic saver. It's a permanent item that makes your magic last longer. Already have it, but thank you. The royal palace sits atop the complex drainage system. That's why there's a deep pool beneath it. The water is purified naturally by you if you drink it. Sorry, you know, don't. What the fuck? I don't even know what you're saying. With a float muffin, you can run off any ledge without falling. Buy one and you'll see what I mean. If you don't like it, you can always reload your last save. No one will ever know. That's what I always, I can't say that? Oh, never mind. I saw a secret squid, but I forgot where. There's a secret... Oh, if I had to guess where a secret squid might be, I would guess... So, top right here? or to the top left? No. Right, let's go here and we'll get on with the story. Alright then. Uncle Mimic, I brought you a dinosaur. Shantae, you're back. Now that you rescued Boris, Pepperpex, and Crust, well, Pepperpex is a bit of an odd case, but sure, let's just say saved. We'll be able to put our heads together and have a fully plan to save Sequin Land. But it probably won't work. Stupidest plan in the history of stupid plans. So uncivilized. So, what's this plan of yours? These morons want to speed up the collapse of King's Pillar. What? Does you think keeping Sequin Land from falling into a sea of molten magma? Hold up. We don't want to break it. Just shake it up a little. We'll send a powerful tremor down the length of the shaft. It will trigger colossal underground eruption, which in turn will force the sea of magma to rise. When the boiling magma reaches the much cooler surface, kaboom! Eek! A brand new foundation will be formed. Every subterranean gap will be filled instantly. If it works, Sequin Land will be even better than before. If it doesn't, you'll shatter the King's Pillar and we'll die in gargling lava. Which we will, because you geezers don't even know how to pull this off. Not true? I can construct a device to generate the shockwaves. What I lack is a tremor stone. As soon as you find one, I can get it to work. I want it. If only I had a tremor stone. Oh, you found one. May I examine it? Sure. Here you go, Uncle. This is exactly what I... Oh dear. What now? These vibrations are far too weak to be effective. We're going to need some way to power this thing up. Alright then, how about this? We zap the stone full of juice with some shock eggs. What are shock eggs? They're eggs laid by storm owls. I always thought you were a rock guy. Eggs are just the rocks of the air, girl. It's possible this could work, but we need to locate 3 of them. Shantae, that's your next mission. Find 3 shock eggs to power up the tremor stone. Ah, okay, so I got 1 shock egg. Okay, so how long have we streamed? I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours. Okay, let's call it an end there then. I'll spend the next stream looking for the shock eggs. That's going to be a whole thing. I don't have the energy to do a fucking 6 to 7 hour stream today. If the next stream ends up only being like an hour, I'll come up with something to go after the fact. There's actually a few games I want to play at the moment. But I shall leave it there for the day. So, for now, I do hope you've had a good one. I know I have. It's been a fun episode. A lot of fun sprite art in this episode. A lot of fun sprite art in this episode. But I shall leave it there then for now. I bid you... Well, ciao then.